Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to Elder Tahar and the rest of the elders that are firmly pushing the truth. Peace and blessings to the elect and the sincere Akwaf that are watching, listening, and learning. All right, so this video is going to be about how us brothers, we should count ourselves blessed, because there's going to be a point and time in this ministry where you can be having scoffers, you will have demons mocking you, are trying to throw dirt on your name. But the Lord, He gave us the blueprint, He gave us the breakdown that we're actually blessed. We should count ourselves blessed because of those things. And we shouldn't be moved by those afflictions, because some men, they'll be moved with those afflictions. They just endure for a while and they get shooken up by those things. But you see, that's why it's good to read these scriptures, because these scriptures gives us comfort, and it also tells you that these things should fall upon us and that we should take it with joy. So this is Matthew, the 5th chapter, and starting at verse 10, it says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." You see that? So you're going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11, "Blessed are ye when men shall revile you," which we go into the word for revile. Revile just simply means to reproach or mock. "And persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake." You see that? So we're blessed. We should count ourselves blessed. All right? So you go into the word for blessed. I said blessed, happy, supremely blessed, by extension, fortunate, right? Well off. So we're well off. Now you go into the word. See, look at this. Favored. All right, you know how the so-called black women be like blessed and highly favored. Hey, we're highly favored when we get reviled or persecuted for this truth. All right, when demons and mockers, our scoffers and scorners, when they come up against us, we're blessed. We're favored. All right, it says born with a silver spoon in one's mouth. You see that? And if we're of the elect, we were born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Why? Because the Heavenly Father takes care of us. Because usually when somebody says, "Yeah, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth," that means that that you're spoiled, that your parents take great care of you. Hey, with the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Tazah, we be the first fruits of the kingdom, and the Heavenly Father takes great care of us. Okay? So we should be happy of these things. All right? We shouldn't be moved. We shouldn't be shaken by these things. Verse 12, it says, "Rejoice and be exceeding glad." See that? Rejoice and be exceeding glad. Which the apostles, they were rejoicing when they got persecuted for teaching the name of Yahweh Shah. This is Acts chapter 5 and verse 40. "And to him they agreed, and when they had called the apostles and beaten them, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Yahweh Shah, and let them go. And they departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name." You see that? So they were rejoicing that they were even counted worthy to suffer shame for the name of Yahweh Shai. And that's how we should be. Like, hey, man, through all the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that lets you know that the Heavenly Father is working with you, man. Okay, the Spirit is there. Matter of fact, that's in the book of Peter. What's that? 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. Bear with me one moment. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, this is good too. Let me see. Yep, here we go. Yep. 1 Peter chapter 4, starting verse 12, says, "Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, insomuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy." See that? So we're supposed to rejoice, man. We're supposed to rejoice. All right, don't be, down and out and shit like that. Nah, man, rejoice, bro. Okay, because that shows that the Heavenly Father is dealing with you. Reading the NLT real fast. Dear friends, don't be surprised at the fiery trials you are going through, as if something strange were happening to you. Instead, be very glad, for these trials make you partners with Hamashiach and his suffering. And if we suffer with them, we're going to reign with them. Since I'm here in Timothy, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he also will deny us. You see that? So we are supposed to suffer, man. There's supposed to be a point. There's supposed to be a stage in your walk when you're suffering. Okay? There's a point in your walk when you're supposed to be suffering, man. Okay? Like when you read the book of Revelation, the 10th chapter, all right, it talks about the angel told John to eat the whole roll, the book. And when it was in his mouth, it was sweet, but when he digested it, it was bitter. All right, so you're going to have a bittersweet relationship in this walk, man. It's not going to be all peaches and cream. All right, you're going to have demons, scoffers, you're going to go through different things in your life. But we're going to have to endure those things, okay? Jumping up to verse 10. It says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake. And ultimately, this is for the brothers that surround you, okay? They see that you going through certain things, you endure that, and then they get built up. Got to get that real fast. So it's important to rejoice and be glad over such things like that. All right, so this is book of Philippians, chapter 1 and verse Shalakia. All right, I think this is it right here. Shalakia. Hold on. Yep. Philippians 1 and verse 14. It says, and many of the brethren in Ha'adawan, waxing confident by my bonds, are much more bold to speak the word without fear. You see that? So Paul, he was going through certain things, and the brothers that was looking up to him as an elder, as an apostle, they waxed confident by the afflictions that he endured. And now they're strengthened up. Now they're more bold to speak the word without fear. All right, because they seen that Paul endured those things, and they say, dang, the Heavenly Father, if I follow in these footsteps, I can do the same things. So they wax even more confident. So that's why we gotta endure all things for the elect's sake. So when other men look at the things that we endured and they hear our personal testimonies, they get glad, they rejoice, and then they wax stronger and stronger, because that's the whole point of being in this ministry, waxing stronger and stronger. But back to 2 Timothy 2 and 10, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. And that's the goal. Right? The mission, right? The mission is to endure all things. That's the mission. So back to 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12 again. It says, so that you will have the wonderful joy of seeing his glory when it is revealed to all the world. That's right. So we want to partake in such things like that. So that's why we got to rejoice and don't be in a loser, defeated mentality. All right, back to verse 14. 1 Peter 4 and 14. This is the point. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. But the point is, for the spirit of glory and of the Most High resteth upon you. So the Lord is dealing with you, man. The Spirit is with you. The Most High is with you. When you're being reproached for the gospel's sake, reproach for the name of Yahushua, for the true doctrine. The Spirit is dealing with you. And you're going to get eternal glory if ye endure. So we got to keep that in mind, man. All right, when we're going through such things. When we get mocked at, when we get scoffed at, the Lord is dealing with us then. So don't be discouraged. Be happy. So back to Matthew, the 5th chapter, and verse 12. It says, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. You see, that's so great is your reward. We're going to have a great reward when we endure those things. Yahweh Ratazah. So don't be in a bitter, dark spirit. Don't think that the Most High ain't dealing with you, because the Most High is dealing with you when you're receiving such things. All right, people, men try to call you proud and different things of that nature. Hey, man, hey, just keep pushing the word, because you got a lot of haters, man. You got a lot of haters out there. Okay, and then they just hate you for no reason. Hey, but the Most High is going to deal with guys like that. Okay, Yahushua, he suffered the same thing. This is St. John 15, verse 25. But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled that is written in their law. They hated me without a cause. Yeah, that's right. You have men that hate you without a cause. Are you done taught men? Okay, you actually done sit down for over an hour, 2 hours, giving them breakdowns, different things like that. But now all of a sudden, certain men, they have a disdain for you, or you suffer some men, or you bust it up with them, or you treat them well at your camp, and then all of a sudden they hate you. Hey, but that's all in the scriptures, man. All right, the scriptures clearly outline that. All right, and that's why I stress having the right leaders. All right, being under the right leadership, or because they forewarn you of those things. Just like what the Apostle Paul did that. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 3. It says that no man should be moved by these afflictions, for yourselves know that we were appointed thereunto. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and you see that? Hey, we told you that you should suffer tribulation. And that's what every single Israelite leader should be telling their congregation. But instead, you see that a lot of men during that spirit of mirth, or cookouts, summits, or different things of that nature. Well, that's not what the truth is about. The truth isn't about being in the spirit of mirth 24/7. All right, it's about pushing the word. All right, the Heavenly Father is going to bring certain persecutions on you, and then you are supposed to endure it. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of this ministry, and so that we can get up out of here, so that we can obtain and win the race. All right, get that crown, a crown of glory, and be at the first fruits. But first, we got to get past this, okay, certain afflictions that the Heavenly Father is going to bring upon us. But that's why we have these scriptures to bring us comfort. This is Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. That's right. So that's why we're supposed to read the Bible, so that when we're going through certain things, or we read these scriptures and we get comforted. Like, okay, all right, I see. All right, our forefathers went through these things. Now I'm going through, but look at how the Heavenly Father delivered them. The Lord was with them. Because all we got to do is stick by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and we're going to be Tawab. All right? So, brothers, count yourself blessed, rejoice. We get scoffed at and mocked at, because the Heavenly Father is going to give us that spirit to conquer, man, or conquer all things. But Yahweh desire you, brothers and sisters, were edified. With that, Shalom.